What's up guys, it's Stan Kosh, and today on GrabCoinClub we have something special for you. We have the plots, the actual territories of the planet, kind of released, so we will know which of those do what kind of resources do we have over there. Moreover, we'll talk about the whitelist a little bit more, and that's not it. We have another opportunity to earn money with GrabCoinClub right now. But before we start, I want to mention two things. First one, everything said in this video is not a financial advice in any way, so if you're making your own decisions about NFT, you should think about that and base it on your own experience, not on my words. Second is everything that's said about the game mechanics in this video is still in the development. It's work in progress, so it might change, but most likely most of the things will stay. So we will have some basic understandings of the game mechanics here right now, and I'm really hyped to tell you about those right now. Glad to see you guys. Welcome to the stream. So let's move to the presentation. Let's go. Bam. There we go. GrabCoinClub plots, resources, mining tools. This is VR later over here because GrabCoinClub will be in the VR as well. So that's actually a pretty interesting project. I really want to see how it will look like. But alright, let's move to the first slide because I know that you guys are hyped. So, plots on the planets. They are presented in form of NFT objects with a total of 3,200 pieces divided into two series. The plots are sold in a closed form. Series 4, 1.7k pieces, $700 each. Planet 1, system number 1, 500 pieces. Planet number 2, system number 1, 500 pieces again. Planet number 3, system number 1, 700 pieces. So for series 4 we have 700 of planet number 3 plots and 500 of planet number 2 and planet number 1 plots. We have more of planet number 3 here, but on series number 5, which is one tier higher, it will be better. Total we have 1.5k pieces, land plots, and each of those will cost $1,000. And here we have different, different ratios of the planets. Planet number 1 gets 600 plots, planet number 2 gets 500 plots, and planet number 3 gets 400 plots. So for series number 5 we have vice versa kinda division of those things because we have more of planet number 1 and then a little bit more of planet number 2, and like we have the less amount of planet number 3. I don't know why, but we will learn when those things will come live. So that's really interesting. By the way, guys, if you will have any questions about the live stream, about anything you will have in your mind, whatever, any questions, ask them right here in the chat on the YouTube. So, we will answer on those. And, we will answer on the most complex questions in the end of the live stream. So, yeah, they won't be skipped. All right, so here are the biomes, the types of plots, the type of areas on the planets. We know that there are 3 planets, right? One of those is kind of continental with the forest and stuff. One is a desert area with a lot of sandy areas. And another one is something like a watery oceanic planet. And here we have like different types of biomes or plots. So let's go over them. First one is desert. In the desert we have sand, dunes, and dunes, too many dunes. There is a trace of walking, riding, like there will be track behind you when you ride and walk, you will have the footsteps and stuff. The color of the sand can be any but not bright. All right, that's like something that was written for the game developer basically. So they already planning out how it should look in the entire game. Now we have different attributes to each of those areas. For desert, we have to walk. Basically, that's the ability to walk on that area. It will be slower by 30% over here. So that's actually fair because you can't run on the sand too much. So yeah, the movement there will be slower and it will be easier to get ambushed and you won't be able to run away that easily, I guess. You can ride, but only with the tracked vehicles, which is really interesting because So far from what I've seen about the game, I haven't seen any mention of the vehicles, right? Other than the harvesters and cores that are basically the mining vehicles, right? We've seen the, the space vehicles, like spaceships, like scout ship, the fighting ship, and the transport, but we haven't heard anything about the vehicles for the planet. And now it seems that there will be some, and that's actually really exciting. And they won't be NFT, because we know all the NFTs that are going to be released, and there are no vehicles out there, so that will be in-game stuff. Pretty cool. You also can fly. You also can fly above the area, above the planet, and that also raises one more question, right? And that question is, what can you fly? Right? We have the scout spaceship, we have the fighter spaceship, we have the transport spaceship. I don't know, will those just start from the planet and go straight into the space, or you can fly into the atmosphere with that? Or we'll have different type of airborne units here, like planes, like, I don't know, anti-grav things or something like that. Really curious, wanna see how it will look like, and that's actually really interesting. Now, we cannot build buildings here on the desert, right? We can't build buildings here. And we can't mine here. But here at the bottom, we have something that's called PI, which is basically a percentage of finding randomly. From the Russian live stream, I remember that this is like minerals that are located in this area and the percent of finding them. So basically, those are the chances of getting some specific minerals or resources in this specific area. So for desert, we have Psion, we have Refit, and we have Kelva. And mostly you get Refit over here, right? So you can get 100% chance of getting Refit over here, and small chance of getting Psion and Kelva in this area in the desert. Okay, we will talk about the resources a bit later, about the minerals. There will be a specific slide for that. But yeah, keep holding on. We will get to that in a few slides. For now, we'll talk about the biomes. Next one is plain area, smooth surface with rarely encountered grass, plants, and animals. You can walk on this area, you can ride on this area, you can fly in this area. You can not build buildings here. So many vehicles for you in your flights. I'm curious about those, honestly. So you cannot build buildings in the plains. I don't know why, honestly. But we don't have that ability over here. We just gotta keep it in mind. And you cannot mine in the plains as well. But you can find Psion and Kelva here, again, the same as in the previous area in the desert. And here you have 10% to get a limit. And in the other one we have Refit, so that's a different type of resource for the plains. So different areas will have different resources. Okay, let's go to the next one. Quarry Area. Those are accumulations of fossils. These locations are suitable for mining. They represent multi-level descent. The lower the ore, the more ore, and it is more difficult to get out alive. So in this area, we can walk, we can ride, we can fly, we cannot build. Well, obviously, you can build here, but you can mine here with the manual mining, with the cord, and with the harvester. So all the mining facilities can be situated here in the quarry in order to mine the resources. That's actually pretty cool. Percentage of minerals you can find here is 70 to get Kelva, and look at that, like the 100 to get Tarum, but Kelva, like in other areas, on this one in the plains you get 4 Kelva, here we have 1, and here you get 70 of that. That's crazy amount, like the amount of resources here will be way higher, obviously. And we got something called Tarum, which is new, because we haven't seen it anywhere else. So I think this is like unique area to get Tarum here. Okay, good. So how do I think this will work? Like if you can get it through the manual mining, and the lower the more ore and it's more difficult to get out alive, from my personal ideas, my personal thoughts and experience, I'm not sure if it will be like that in the game. It might be something like the dungeon. So like you go deeper, the deeper you go, the more powerful enemies are. You gotta fight them in order to get through the area to harvest the resources. But more of those resources you will get, and like since they are more strong, down below, they will most likely kill you, so you won't be able to get out alive. I don't know though. That's not a fact, that's my thoughts. I'm curious how it will be when the game will be out, but for now, we don't know that. Alright, next one. Plain. Smooth surface with frequently occurring grass, plants, and animals. Over here, we can walk, we can ride, we can fly, we can build buildings here. So this is the first area plain where you can build your buildings, the area for your base. Nice. And out of the resources, we cannot mine here, and out of the resources you get 3 Psion and 4% to get Kelva here. So chances to get Psion and Kelva here way higher than in the plains and the desert, like 3 and 4 times more. Actually pretty good. So here you can start building your base in the plains, right? That's pretty fair. I mean, flat surface, good for the bases, so why the hell not? Okay, let's move on to the next slide and see how it will be. Nice, we have 3 more biomes. First one is hills. Hilly surface with frequently occurring grass, plants, and animals. Here you can walk, you can ride, you can fly, you can build buildings. You cannot mine here. Unluckily, you can't. But you can get 4 Kelva and 1 Psion for just walking around the area. And which is really interesting that you can do base building in the hills, right? So I'll be honest with you, like the small secret, when I play survival games where you have to build a base, I like to build it somewhere on the highly elevated area. It might be mountains or the hills. And when you build a base on top of the hill, you get a nice view, right? I like that a lot. So that's why it's a pretty cool idea that you can build bases in the hills. You can get on top of the hill, build your building over there, and sit there and enjoy it. You have to build your castle, your house over there. It would be a nice place to reside in, I think, like my personal opinion. All right. Now, next one are mountains. Here we have impassable sharp rocks of different colors with or without snow. You can only walk around the mountains to collect resources, so you can't climb the mountains, alright? And you cannot ride the mountains. Although you can fly the mountains, but you cannot land. It's in Russian, but I translated it specifically for you guys because I am very good at Russian. You cannot build buildings here, you cannot mine here, and you can get 90 limit here. Limit, I haven't seen it before, so that's a new resource, and I think the mountains is the only area where you can get it. All right. So, yeah, mountains are here, you can climb them, but you can get resources around that. Next one is jungles. In the jungles, it's impenetrable dense jungle. You cannot walk deeper than 100 meters. The avatar does not go further. The jungle is too dense. So, what I think, like mountains and jungle are something that will separate the areas. Like for example, if the entire planet won't be like the round one, like the planetary type, like in some games where you can go from one spot and go right around and get to the same spot. But if it will be something like a map, like 2D map, then on the edges of this map will be something like jungle or the mountains. That will allow you to walk around the area, but it won't allow you to walk out of the planet. I don't know how it will be. I hope it will be like the planetary planet, like the roundy 3D stuff, but we will see. So yeah, you can not walk through the jungles and the mountains, but you can go a little bit into the jungle, right? You cannot ride here, you can fly, but you cannot land, and you cannot build buildings here, you cannot mine it. Okay, next one, resources. Here we have Psion, and we have 80 Psion here and 3 Kelva only. So Psion here is like the best gain ever, because in the hills we have 1 Psion, and here we have 3 Psion in the plains and 1 Psion in plains and desert. Wait, this one is called plains and this one is called plains. What the hell? Translation, what's wrong with you? Alright, well, this is one type of plains. This is different type of plains. This is like grasslands, alright? And this is like plains. So on the plains you can get farms. On the grasslands you can't get, I don't know. I don't know, guys. So yeah, let's go back to jungles. We have a lot of Psion here that you can get, and that's actually pretty cool. Thank you, Elena. I appreciate that. Rather interesting info. Appreciate that. That means a lot. So, okay. What else do we have? We have водоемы and болота and ледники. So those are water areas like oceans and ponds and that kind of stuff. My Russian skills finally got useful. Those are rivers, lakes, seas with liquid of different mobility and color. Mostly toxic and dangerous on the first planet. They can flow through any other area. All right, so they can be part of other areas, and they are toxic, so you can't swim. If you go into the water, you will dissolve, I guess. All right, you can only walk near the water to collect resources, so you can't swim. You cannot ride water, obviously, because you will drown, and like nobody wants that. You can fly, but you cannot land here, and you cannot build buildings, you cannot mine here. Out of the resources on the shoreline, you can get 7 Psion and 17 Kelva. So, pretty good gains in comparison with other areas next to the water bodies. You can get more of those resources. Pretty cool. Alright. I think this can be used as a splitter as well, just like mountains and, what was it, jungle over there. And this one is bolota, which means swamp. Swamp is a motionless thick slurry with some plants on it. It can be different in color, clearly a lost place. That sounds funny. So, yeah, you better not to go to swamp too much. You cannot walk there, so this is definitely an area to split more areas. You cannot ride there. You can fly, but you cannot land there. You can build... you cannot build buildings here and cannot mine it. But you can get 7 Psion here. Okay, that's interesting. If you cannot walk in the swamp, how can you get Psion? Maybe on the edge of the swamp again. Like something like water, but swamp instead. Maybe. So probably you can get the Psion on the shore of the swamp, and like the amount of Psion is the same as water. So I think it's fair. Alright. Next one are ледники. How is it? It's ice. How do you call the ice areas? I forgot. Glacier. I remember. Glacier. Those are glaciers. It's written here. The glacier is flat standing in the sea. All right. So it will be in the sea. And I don't know, maybe that's weird why they're in the sea, probably. Okay, it doesn't matter. So I think this is another way to kind of separate one area from another. And it's possible to walk there, but it's slippery by 30%. Like 30% slippery, guys, just like that. I think that like if your character walks around it and stops, he will slide a little bit. Like you run, you stop, and that's it. Same about the vehicles and that kind of stuff. I think it will cause some issues with fighting because like you will be slipping through the enemies here and that kind of stuff, but it's pretty fun. You can ride it, you can fly it, you can not build buildings here, and you cannot mine here. There are no resources in the glacier, so this is pretty useless area to be in. It's slippery, cold, no resources. What the hell are you going to do there? So yeah, that's it. Those are the biomes that we have in the game, and we can build buildings only in the hills and in the plains, in the grasslands. And yeah, some areas are pretty unique, like desert, where you have Refinery, like Quarry, where you have Tarum, and yeah, and limit for mountains mostly. So that's interesting. Each area have its own unique thing, and that's actually pretty cool. All right, let's move on to the resources, guys. Now, this is very interesting. Here, you can actually know what resources are in the game. Yeah, you can see them behind my head over here, so it's actually pretty cool. Let's go. Psion, the first one, the green one. Making magic items durably. You can find them in the jungle less often. You can find them on the coast of reservoirs and swamps. Okay, yeah, swamp coastlines. Only manual collection is available. Possesses the magic of nature, does not need to be recycled. So Psion can be used straight away without recycling, unless other resources. So Psion is a nice stuff for the beginners, I guess, because you can get it, you can use it in the crafting straight away, you can sell it straight away and buy the GC tokens and buy some. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Next one is Tarum. The ore is black. That sounds dangerous. With a very large weight and density of matter, it has no glare and reflections. Nice, that sounds solid. The energy carrier is purified from impurities, pressed into briquettes, And fuel is obtained for spaceships, transport, etc. It is located in quarries. It is extracted with pickaxe, cord, or harvester. Okay, we got some info here. So, Tarum is your fuel for your spaceships, for everything. It can be obtained by any means, I guess. Right? Obtained for spaceship, transport, quarries, extracted with pickaxe, cord, or harvester. And you can get it only in the quarry. So that's the only area, quarry is the only area where you can get Tarum. And since it will be the fuel, I guess it will be really, really useful in the game, because everybody needs the fuel to fly their spaceships and fuel their equipment. So it will be really, really high demand. Nice. Next one is Refid, Rainbow Square Crystals. The strongest crystals are used to create protective fields, change gravity, detection in desert, and only by cord underground. Alright, so Refid can only be found in deserts and can only be harvested by cords undergrounds. So yeah, here it is, Refid. We haven't seen it anywhere else. So that will be pretty cool, because it seems if it can be harvested only by cord, it will be pretty rare, because not many people will be doing that. And like, if you have your cord, you can send it to that resource, and like, you won't get that much competition for that. That depends on the demand of the resource as well, but overall it seems pretty cool. Alright, next one, Kelva Nuggets. It is needed for the manufacture of high-tech equipment, jewelry made out of it with additional properties, mining in quarries with a pickaxe, cord, or harvester, more often on the banks of the rivers and lakes. So Kelva can be found in many areas. It can be mined in the quarries in the high amounts, but if you need some small amount of that, you can find it mostly anywhere, mostly next to the rivers. All right. And the next one, the last one, is Lemit, the large red crystals. It's written red crystals here. Quite large, grow on the mountains, at the foot of the mountains. They grow up fast enough. It is needed for the manufacture of revitalizing nanorobots. You can search manually at the foot of the mountain, sometimes accidentally found in the steppe. So we got the steppe. That was the first area, I guess, like the next after the desert. All right, does not need to be recycled. So this resource and this resource, Psyne and Lemit, does not need to be recycled, and that is pretty cool. That's both of those resources are good. Since this one is being used for healing, kinda, this is very good beginner-friendly resource that you can use to craft stuff, right? So yeah, that's pretty dope. By the way, yeah guys, don't forget to sign up, to subscribe to this channel, and hit that bell button so you won't miss any new videos, because there will be more and more stuff about the game that you will therefore would like to see. Alright, so next slide will be mining tools and their comparative efficiency. So here we will learn which resources can be mined, how, and how effective it will be. For the Psyne, the green thing, you can harvest it with your own hands. Nice. And the efficiency is 50% for that. So like, it's not that bad to harvest it by hand. Free-to-play character with or without pickaxe will have less than 50%, because part of that should have been given as a reward for someone who borrowed him, the character, I guess. I don't know. But I really like that free-to-play characters can harvest those resources as anyone else, and that's actually pretty cool. Now, with the pickaxe, you can get 0 of that. With the cord, you can get 100% efficiency. So cords are even more useful to harvest. Well, as you can see, most of the things. For harvester, it's 10%, and it's a byproduct, because sometimes they get into the harvester while mining ore. So yeah, that's a byproduct stuff. Now, this is Psyne that can be used straight away. Next one is Refid, the stone for the fields and gravity. You cannot harvest it with your own hands, cannot harvest it with a pickaxe, and cannot harvest it with a cord. The only way to get it is using the harvester at the desert. And this is really interesting. Like, it says that it can be harvested with a harvester in the desert here, while, where is it? Detection in the desert only by quartz underground for refit here. And when you go to the desert, here it says it cannot be mined. So what I think that both quartz and harvester can be launched in any areas to collect any type of resource. Because based on this chart, like, quartz can be used everywhere. Harvester can be used mostly everywhere for anything. So that's actually pretty good news. You can use it anywhere. Now, yeah, the fact that it can be harvested really slow, but I mean, the only way to get it is using the harvester in the desert, means that it will be high demand and probably high price. The question is how useful it will be, like how much will be demand for this one. All right. But overall, we know about Refit a little bit more right now. Now, next one is Kelva. The stones, you can harvest it with your own hands with 50% efficiency, same for the free-to-play characters, but here you can use pickaxe to get it as well with 70% efficiency, a little bit more efficient. Next one is quartz. Quartz will give us 100% efficiency, and harvester will give us only 10% efficiency, because sometimes they get into the harvester when mining or another byproduct for harvester. Okay. Next one, limit, the healing resource. Here we have 50% chance to get it with my own hands. For free to play, the same stuff. With the pickaxe, 70%, same as Kelva. For quartz, 100%, same as Kelva. For harvester, it's 0. So basically, you cannot harvest it with the harvester, and you gotta get it from hands of the players. And I think this will be the best resource to start farming as a new player, because like you can get it with the harvester, so it won't be available in huge amounts, only for people with the quartz, so it have like a less supply. Next one is Tarum, the fuel. You can harvest it with your own hands with 20% efficiency, with the pickaxe with 30% efficiency, and the same goes for free to play, so they can use pickaxe as well for 30% efficiency or hands for 20% efficiency, but share of that will be given away. For the quartz, it's 50% efficiency. So it's not that high, so I think it's not really efficient to use quartz for mining Tarum. And for the harvester, it's 100% efficiency for the harvester in the quarry. So what do we see on this chart? First of all, the harvester can be launched in Refit and in Tarum, right? Those two are two main areas for the harvester. You either get those crystals or you get the fuel. For the quartz, you can launch it anywhere, but mostly for Kelva, Limit, or Psion. So you don't really want to use it for example, fuel, because it's not efficient. And you can get most of the stuff by hand. So that's actually pretty cool. For the player who don't have everything, that can be one of the good options. All right, let's move on to the next slide. Refinery. Mineral processing point. Harvesters are going to unload on it. Quartz and free-to-play characters are walking to it to unload stuff as well. Having an NFT refinery, you can recycle resources. And the good thing about refinery, like if you have it and you don't have harvester or something, people will go straight to you. And you can, I don't know, either ask the fee for that in terms of percentage or, the GC token, something like that. And you will earn passive income by having that. That's actually pretty cool, guys. And by the way, spoilers, we don't go there yet. And by the way, we have 3 refineries in the whitelist. If you haven't joined the whitelist yet, please do, because otherwise you might miss something really important. That's a crazy event. We'll talk about that one a bit later in this stream. But yeah, refineries are fine things and you really want to get them. And like the chance of getting 3 refineries, like there are 3 given away and a lot of other prizes. So if you haven't joined the whitelist, should do this right now. We'll talk about that in a second. But now another news from yesterday. On the 27th of July of 2022, Fig Hunters soared in the OpenSea ranking in the top 24-hour. That doesn't make sense. So basically we got the first spot. The GrabCoinClub got the first spot in the leaderboard of collectibles on the OpenSea for 24 hours. That was yesterday. I saw that those news on the Telegram, and I decided, oh really, I want to check it out. And yes, that's the fact, and that's a screenshot from the OpenSea. So we got the most amount of trades done in 24 hours in the collectibles category. That's actually pretty cool, and I was really surprised to see that. So that's important because the game is pretty new, right? It doesn't have that much info about it, and there is no there are no game mechanics unveiled yet. Like, there is no game engine. You don't see how characters are moving. You don't see the beta, the alpha version of the game, right? And people already trading that NFT. So that's important, and I think that means something, in my opinion. That's actually pretty dope. The next news is, like, for the same day, for yesterday, if we go for all categories, GrabCoinClub took the 5th spot. So even in all categories, not only collectible, he took the 5th spot, and that's actually pretty cool. We got the trade volume of 3.59 Ethereum, and that is really fantastic. I was surprised to see that, and I'm really glad because I understand why. Like, this is a game, 3D game, MMORPG, like World of Warcraft, like kinda, with the blockchain mechanics in it. Why the hell not? It sounds really promising. So the earlier you join, the more chances you will kind of get more, right? Yeah. Now, let's talk about the whitelist. Finally, we are at the whitelist area. Whitelist is time to coincide with the release of the second collection of GrabCoinClub NFT avatar artifacts, not avatars, artifacts. And fee hunters allocated 210 NFTs with a total cost of $100,000. And that's a fact, guys. Here is the list of the prizes. So all of those prizes are going to be the actual NFTs. There'll be no discounts for something, nothing like that, just pure NFTs being given away. And the total amount of NFTs that will be given away is 210. So the chance to win here is really high. Like, really. So you don't want to miss that. Fulfill all the conditions of whitelist from 18th of July to 19th of, what the hell is this? To 8th of, I don't remember the date. I think it's to 8th or 10th of August, because it says 19th of August, and it's clearly a mistake, I think. I think it wasn't that long. It was like 2 weeks from now on, so it was, I think 10th of August, not 19th. It's a mistype. 10th of August. And get your NFT artifacts absolutely free. Fee hunters will announce the winners on August 10, guys. So, yeah, August 10, not 19th. You can't register on August 19 to get rewards on August 10, right? So yeah, the amount of rewards here is pretty crazy. Series 1, $100 each, 100 firearms, weapons for you. Series 2, $300 each, armor and edge weapons, 50 units. Surprising, right? Series 3, $500 each. Space transport, 25 units. Those are the scout ships, the transport ships, and the fighting ships. Series 4, $700 each. Plots on the planets, 15 units. Series 5, $1,000 each. Plots on the planets, 10 units. So overall, we got 25 plots being given away, the ones we talked about today. So that's actually pretty cool to get, you know, hills area. I would like to get a hills area to build my house there, honestly. And yeah, that's actually pretty cool. And Series 6 will have 3,000 value, and it's 7 pet units. Those are really useful to help your fee hunters. Series 7 will be $5,000, processing factory, 3 units. Refineries. Those are refineries, guys. And the ones we talked about today. They are extremely expensive and extremely useful. So you can get 3 of those if you will get lucky. So yeah, guys, register for the whitelist if you haven't did that yet. And my personal advice, don't be greedy. I know that some people are like, I won't tell anyone, so there'll be higher chance of winning, but that's the wrong thing. You should advise it to all your friends, because that way more of your friends will get the chance to win this, and you are going to play this game together with them later on, right? So that means that your group of people, your guild, your party, whatever you will be, will get more NFTs in the end and will be more powerful. So some of you might get factory, some of those might get firearms and stuff. So like if 10 of you will register, 10 of you might win something, or maybe like 8, for example, and you will get more stuff available for your team that will make your guys stronger. And if you will be greedy and won't tell anyone, you will be alone with the chance of winning the prize. If you will win it, like overall you will get less. So I advise you guys to go in all this together with your friends. All right. If you will have any issues with the whitelist, right, you can message in the Telegram GrabCoinClub helper, and that account will help you out if you have any technical or any questions about the whitelist or anything like that. That account will help you out and will, allow you to finish the whitelist. Moreover, there is a video on this channel as well about the whitelist. You can just, type GrabCoinClub whitelist in the search, and you will get the video on how to go through the whitelist if you have any issues. So that will help you out. And the last video, last live stream from the last, Thursday, will help you out as well. And it will tell you more about the whitelist if you need more info. All right, and now we're moving on to another thing that's new. I thought that we're done, but I forgot. We got the new, how do we call it? Basically, the new way to earn money for active people. So like if you're active on the social media, you will get the prize. Get $50 from Fear Hunters. Every month, smart dragons and tigers will choose the most active participants of social networks to be awarded with the cash prize. Only the 5 most active people will receive $50 each. So every month, 5 people will get $50 each. What you need to do? You need to subscribe to the social networks of GrabCoinClub and put likes, make reposts, retweets, comment, write comments, be active on the social media basically about GrabCoinClub, and you might be one of those guys who will get the reward. Invite your friends and that stuff, and it's a really good time to get into this program of supporting the active community, because right now, while the project is pretty new, you have a higher chance of winning those $50 each month. So maybe next month, when it will be more active, there will be more people active on the social media, so it will be harder to get those rewards. So yeah, guys, don't forget about this. This is really important and a really useful way to get more stuff. So don't ignore it, because why not? So yeah, anything special about it? Yeah, it's a monthly reward, so you can get it this month and the next month and so on. So pretty dope, right? What else? That's it. That's the last slide. So guys, if you have any questions, write them right here in the chat. For now, I want to go to the Discord, so I will show you the Discord. And in the Discord, look at me, I'm streaming here, so we got some inception here, stream inside the stream. And here we can go to the channel Ask Stan Kosh to see if we have any questions. To the Stan Kosh. No, there are no questions for me right now. That's actually pretty good. That means that I'm doing my job well, and people understand everything. That's pretty dope. And yeah, guys, don't forget to write in this Ask Stan Kosh channel. We want more in order to get more videos. So that's like a check of your activity here. If you want to see more content about the GrabCoinClub here on the YouTube, so it will be like maybe 2 weekly live streams or something like that. Write it over here, so we will get more people joining in. And moreover, in the Discord, you can find the whitelist info channel to get more info about the whitelist, right? And all the links are here as well. And also the whitelist chat where you can discuss it as well. So that's a nice place to discuss stuff. Moreover, we have really fun chat here in the general, like discussing stuff, talking with each other and all that stuff. So yeah, like, you can see that people are talking to each other here, so it's a nice place to be. All right, guys, so if there are no questions, if we have no questions, I think we will be ending it soon. Let's open the chat of the live stream. No, there are no questions here as well. Okay. Good. So, yay, look at that. That's pretty dope. I like this. Fireworks right here. So yeah, guys, I hope you really like the video. Yay, sweet. Really like the video. If you did, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell button. And moreover, well, I mean, you will join all the social media anyway because you want to go through the whitelist, right? Because the whitelist will allow you to get those prizes. And once again, I recommend you guys not to miss it because you will regret it. Like on 10th of August, when we will be doing the the prizes, you will regret that you didn't join it. Trust me, believe me, that happened last time. People were like, "Oh my God, I'm so why I haven't joined this? The rewards are so good." Yes, the rewards are really good, so you should join. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I think that's it for now. I hope you liked the video. Write something in the comments because why the hell not? And yeah, see you next Thursday. Stan Kosh out. Have a good one. Bye.